Virgo, welcome to Aether Tarot. Welcome to General Collective reading we're doing today. Ooh, I wanted to go back in. Okay, we have first card out. Good advice from a wise person. We've got an older man, dealings or relationship with an older man. This could be the wise person, this older man that you're dealing with. Somebody in your life. We have coins. Money will be coming to you. Nice. Nice. Let's get one more. We have the sun, happiness and well-being. And a bag. Something important, such as a new job or a raise. Okay, well, you know, you've got money out here twice, in a sense. Get in the bag. At the bottom of the deck, we've got bread, period of prosperity and abundance. So, yeah, something's turning around financially here. Big time, which is great. It's great. All right, let's go. See what your story has got. We've got Ace of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Wands, the Chariot in reverse, Nine of Swords, and Six of Wands in reverse. So Ace of Wands in reverse talks about like not having passion for an area of life, or not getting like just a lack of desire. We've got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, so maybe you've lost passion and desire for a particular person in your life, or for, I don't know, cheap, meaningless sex. Something that's, I mean, I don't have a Two of Cups out here, I just have the Lovers, so this could just represent your sex life. Something's missing. This isn't a relationship. So, yeah. Somebody wants to maybe return to something they did before, or leave a situation. We've got a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, a Queen of Swords in reverse. So, I don't know, maybe somebody was sleeping with a Queen of Swords in reverse and a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and they've lost passion for these people. Or, I don't know, something. These two are like opposing energies. This Queen of Swords in reverse hates this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and vice versa. They're total opposites. Opposite opposing personalities, opposing types of people. These two are not friends. So maybe like these, I feel like there's a third party situation that's maybe being created, and it's all turned toxic. But yeah, somebody here has lost passion for either their sex life, or maybe somebody's wand is not working anymore. Or maybe there's some physiological problems that are kind of wreaking havoc to somebody's sex life. Just interesting because that could come from a lack of that could come from like not just a physical problem, that could come from a mental and emotional problem. Something that's to do with being with these toxic people, toxic energies. These people are in the reverse. So, good advice from a friend, maybe like, hey, it's not what you're doing, but who you're doing it with. Or it could be what you're doing and who you're doing it with. Or the way somebody's going about whatever they're doing. Let's see. Maybe like somebody keeps meeting the same types of people, and they're just like, oh. Now, this could be somebody who's on the down low, and they've been trying to cover this up and sleep with women when they're really attracted to men. And so, you know, they've literally got, like, they can't even make that work anymore. Maybe it's worked for a certain amount of time, sleeping with women, to try and, like, cover up the fact that they are in the closet and won't come out of the closet. And they've got to the point where they can't even do that anymore. Like, it doesn't even work. Like, they literally can't stomach it. Their body doesn't even respond. Clarify this Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it's like Five of Wands in reverse. It's like somebody can't even fight this anymore. Like, somebody is just kind of giving up the conflicts, the fighting. Maybe the scrapping between the women that they sleep with. Feel like there's a complete lack of commitment here, and maybe somebody's sick of playing the game that they play because it doesn't get them anywhere. Whatever they used to get out of it, they don't get out of it anymore. This could just be like called growing up. Growing up. And yeah, look, we've got the Strength card, the Justice card. We've got a King of Wands in reverse and the Death card. So I feel like this King of Wands in reverse is the one who's lost his passion for these queens in reverse. There's an ending here and a transition, and it's balancing out the scales. So there's a lot of courage that's being used to make this transition, to create this ending, and to get some justice. Maybe these queens could be getting their justice. We've got Judgment again. So we've got Justice and Judgment out here. Somebody is getting themselves unstuck. Eight of Swords in reverse. From this dynamic, now we've got a Queen of Cups in reverse and a Two of Cups. So, like, look, everybody out here is in the reverse. Everybody out here is in a really toxic place for themselves and their lives and the people around them. Got a Knight of Swords in reverse. We've got an Empress in reverse. We've got another Knight of Wands in reverse. We've got a Page of Swords in reverse. Like, somebody is around a lot of toxic people, a lot of toxic energies. Page of Wands in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. Like, toxic, toxic, toxic. Whomever somebody is hanging out with, however they live their life, this could be just like somebody who's maybe this whole group of people are just in like a sex kind of I don't know, you know, like it's a group of people that are all doing the same thing, and it's got, you know, sex involved. Like, maybe they all share each other around. There's Judgment and Justice coming down and Strength in the middle. So somebody, I feel, is putting an end to this. Somebody is breaking away from this toxic group or all these toxic people, which is, it feels like an entire community. Because the only thing in the upright we've got at the end here is this Two of Cups. It's like somebody maybe wants to go towards their Two of Cups, and whomever this is not any part of this group. It couldn't be. It couldn't be. So, okay. Well, what an interesting start. Yeah, it's like this group is just, I mean, it would always be conflict. It would always be fighting. It would always be all of those things. No wonder. So, I mean, maybe somebody's got some really interesting sexual preferences. and that's what's had them be in this scenario. I feel like somebody's breaking away, and maybe getting this good advice from a wise person is what's helping somebody break away, because I feel like they've lost their passion for whatever they were doing. Maybe they've outgrown this phase, if it's a phase, or just realized how it's more detrimental than not, and maybe it's overtaken somebody's life and they just have no desire to be in it anymore. We've got an older man dealing with a relationship with an older man, and we've got the Eight of Wands, which is very fast moving energy. So maybe somebody's moving fast in the direction, in this new direction they're taking. And a Star, something's moving quickly, and it's very public. Or this is somebody who's moving quickly in the direction of their dreams. Like, this is like wishing upon a star, and they're like, that's where I'm going, that's what I'm doing. Maybe somebody here has a new dream that they're chasing, and inside of that, it's not in line with what they were doing before, and they're breaking away, transitioning away from it. Five of Swords in the reverse, Ace of Cups. This is like a new passion, a new love. Not necessarily up for a person, but a love of this dream, that they're this direction, just like filling your own cup, or your cup is overflowing, because over here there's just no passion left for whatever was happening over there. Now somebody's really working, willing to work hard. And this Nine of Wands, it's like we've gone from the Eight of Wands to the Nine of Wands. Like, somebody has dug in deep, and they're willing to work really hard to get this dream, to get this wish come true. And maybe it's also extremely hard to, maybe somebody's leaving behind what they used to love, and something they had previously worked really hard for, but it was toxic and their heart wasn't really in it. And maybe they just kind of had to cut their losses and start a new cycle. So this Chariot in reverse is like a change of direction. Or maybe somebody didn't know their direction for a while, but I feel like somebody changed their direction. Where they were going before and where they're going now completely changed. Where they're going now is where the money is. Where they were hanging out before, there was no money, no abundance. So this is nice. It's like somebody's figured it out and they're going towards this happiness. So now, well, this is somebody else maybe in their life that took a new direction. Flip and reverse the roles. Just take what resonates. So it's the Chariot in reverse. This could be somebody else took a new direction, and somebody doesn't want this ending to happen. Maybe somebody took the wrong direction, chased the money, and this created an ending that another person didn't want to have. Interesting. We see the Justice again. This is like somebody getting their karma for choosing the wrong direction. And they chose the wrong direction, and it created an ending. King of Wands in reverse, Death in reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse. It's like somebody maybe got advice off a person they thought was wise. They thought they were giving them the best advice for them, unbiased advice, and maybe they were in their mind, but it actually didn't work out. So somebody took money over love and went in this direction, and it turned out to be the wrong direction. It turned out to be a burden. Somebody wanted to be popular or famous. And I think all of this happened really quickly. It was like, and the funny thing is, it wasn't even what they wanted. Like, it was in theory, it was more so what somebody else wanted for them than it was what they wanted for them. Anyway, flip and switch your roles. But yeah, somebody has ended it with a King of Wands in reverse, and this is them getting their karma, their justice. They can't fight back. There is no upper ground. I think somebody wants to come in, change direction now, but they can't. And I feel like they have to carry these burdens, like as in, I feel like somebody is going to have to live with themselves, with their conscience, for the choices that they made. And the other person is completely unburdened with the direction they took. I feel like one person went after the money and the fame, and the other person either got left or took a different direction, and the person that went after the money and the fame is can't change course now. They're in too deep, and they can't undo the past either. So now they're kind of stuck where they are. I mean, they could change their mind at any point in time, but they can't change the past. And if they can't change the course of events that happened in the past, this judgment's still here. Then I feel like somebody else went off and worked really hard in a new direction. Now they're in a new relationship, and they've blocked this past person out because they're much stronger than this King of Wands in reverse. And now they have an Emperor in their life. And that's their justice. That's their judgment. That's their happy ending. This is the person either got left or went in a different direction to the person that went after the fame and fortune. But I feel like this person too is actually turning into somebody who's extremely popular and famous. So maybe the ex, this King of Wands in reverse, is finding out about this ex turning into a star. The Chariot's Cancerian energy. Could be dealing with a Cancer. We've got a lot of fire out here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Libra energy. So, Nine of Swords. There's some stress. There's some sleepless nights. There is somebody's not happy. And I feel like somebody's not happy because another person has moved on and is happy without them. Like, one person's got the happy life, happiness and well-being. They moved on. They restarted, recreated, and the other person stayed in their same old cycles with those same old toxic people, and they're the ones that are burdened. Got a Six of Wands in reverse, cancelled celebration, lack of supporters. And the other person's got the polar opposite. Raise, bigger money, new business, new job, new career. So I feel like there's two people here and they've gone in different directions, but the one that got left, kind of left holding the bag, but not the bag of money, the bag of burdens, is the one who's gone and restarted. Now in a new relationship, worked really hard to pull their life back together, blocked the old person out, super strong and confident, and has an emperor in their life. And the person that made the wrong choice, went after fame and money, stayed in their toxic cycles, stayed in their toxic, surroundings. That person has got no contact, no communication, they can't express themselves. They're burdened, they're unhappy, they feel stuck. They made the wrong choice and they know it, but they can't unmake it now, they can't reverse it now. It's been too long and it's too late. And it couldn't be forgiven anyway. I feel like this person is struggling financially. They have no financial stability. They have a lack of people to support them in life. And they kind of just can't even fight this anymore. They want a new beginning with this Empress, but I think if they could do it all over again, they would do it very differently. They can't do it all over again. What's this? Four of Pentacles to Six of Pentacles. They can't do it all over again. This person may have tried to message or sent through messages that didn't reach because this person's blocked. I feel like they can't even get a message through. They don't know where this person is to try and... Ooh. Ooh, okay, we've got the Hierophant in reverse, the Hangman in reverse, the Tower in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, the Death card. And we've got a Three of Swords in reverse. It's like somebody lives an unconventional lifestyle and they're stuck in it. But they're bringing the tower down on themselves. They're just constantly trying to avoid towers. But I feel like they're this High Priestess in reverse, like they're not listening to themselves. They're not in touch with their intuition in that way. They're killing themselves, living their lifestyle, like killing themselves. I feel like they live with heartbreak. There's just like a common theme in Virgo's readings for weeks and weeks about somebody who's made the wrong decisions, not happy with their life, regretful, third party situations, toxic relationships, people in reverse, regrets from the past. It just keeps staying in that space, and it keeps showing up, the same energy every time. in different ways, but that's the common theme. And it's like, somebody's got these behaviors, but it's like there's a lack of, what I'm trying to say is, like, somebody feels like it's too late to change now. It's too late to turn things around. Whatever they've lost is gone, and if they can't have that, then there's no point. There's no point trying for anything better. Like, somebody still chooses toxic behaviors. They still choose to stay in a mess and make the wrong decisions for themselves, for their life. And it just keeps repeating. Like, at the beginning here, I thought somebody's transitioning out of it, but there's two stories going on here. There's two energies. One person transitioned out of it, the other person stayed in it. So I wish they would transition out of it for the best thing for them. Because I feel like some people get so stuck in their environment that they can't even really get out or get away from something long enough to think clearly. They're stuck in a mindset. So then the mindset keeps them stuck in a cycle that keeps repeating, and they just can't. It's like an addiction that just doesn't. It's an addictive thought process. It's an addictive lifestyle that comes with a belief system that just won't break. It's like a really, really strong belief system here. So let's get a Moonology card. This is the same as last time. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node, I think it was, or maybe that was Scorpio. What do you need to release? Waning Moon. I feel like these are appropriate because the South Node is, the person stuck in this cycle is still operating in their South Node. This is karmic. And they're just around karmic people. Constantly around karmic people. Like, you can't stay around people that are karmic and toxic and in the reverse and living their lives that way. If that's somebody's close friends, family, social group, you become like those you hang around. You would have to completely cut ties with that whole scene of people to be able to cut out of this toxic cycle. Like, it would be an entire life change. And I just don't see somebody having the strength to do that. Not to be, like, they don't want to muster up the strength to do that. They would rather stay in what they know than, like, the devil they know than the devil they don't. The person that broke out of it had to muster up the strength to do it. Much stronger person to break out of it. It's easier to stay in bad cycles with bad people and what you know. Even when it doesn't work, it's like, this is so weak though. This is so weak. And so South Node, this is operating in the shadow self. Okay, so I'm going to read this one. The South Node, like the North Node, is a karmic point, but it's opposite to the North Node and relates to the past, perhaps even to past lives. Whatever you're going through and whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that age-old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all that you might. Do not feel stuck in some. Do you feel stuck in something? This card will often come as a sign that the situation or relationship you're asking about has somehow become suffocating, even toxic. It suggests that someone, even you, needs to be released. Or someone you even needs to be released. That there's some kind of addiction going on or an unhealthy attachment that needs to be sorted out. One thing is for sure, when you get this card, you're being challenged to make some changes, even if staying where you are feels easier and safer. Attuned to the moon, I release the past. Additional meanings for this card. A relationship is karmic and has played out across many lifetimes. Your attraction to someone may be verging on the obsessive. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. The south node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going south. On the horoscope chart, it shows us what we are likely to become obsessed with, but which will probably do us little or no good. The south node is a karmic astrological point that reminds us of the well-known phrase, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. This person is just doing that exact thing. They're doing what they've always done and they're getting what they've always got. No wonder they're losing their passion for this life that's just going round and round and round and round. They get nowhere. So you need to look at, this person needs to look at what they need to release. It seems like they need to release a lot. But you know, it starts with the inner work. You know, somebody doesn't want to take a look at themselves. Like, how do you grow in within yourself if you keep yourself stuck in these toxic cycles? You can't sort of grow out of them. You've got to be around better people. You know, people that build you up, people that push you to do better, not people that drag you down and pull you into doing worse or as bad as them. The environment somebody is in and the people that somebody is around is what's keeping them stuck in it more than anything, but they choose to be around those people to be stuck in it too. So, you know, everybody has a choice at every moment of every day to make better decisions with their life. So, you know, free will is a beautiful thing. If you choose to be in it, then don't complain about it. Yep. Alright, we'll leave it there. There you go. This is your reading. Hope you got something out of it. And if you did, please like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Help this channel to grow. And I'll be back in a couple of days with another reading for you. So stay tuned. See you next time.